not gonna come out as funny. Like my funniest shit is always.
Are you set up to watch it?
What?
What are you doing on your phone right
I'm on fucking Instagram or something.
Or something. He's looking at porn. That was the clearest.
I watched a lot of porn last night. Till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus, why?
Why not?
I don't know. I like to get it over with quick, in and out like a robbery. I like to get it over with quick, in and out like a robbery.
now? Is there a delay? Yeah, there is a delay. All right, I'm going to smoke a cigarette really quick and then we'll get started. Okay. Check. That's all still working.
Yo, is there any chance I could get like a little more? Oh, you know what? I'll slide over. That might actually work. Yeah. No, I'm gonna move this way. I'm saying I need more headphone jack. Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna scoop my ass over. Slide on over, Big Daddy. Give Papa a little room.
Oh.
Give Papa a little room.
All right, that's gotta stop.
I have no audio.
All right,
Yeah.
you're still good though.
Okay.
I hear you.
And
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear nothing.
That's your headphones.
There we go. Yep, got it. We're good. We're good.
We good?
Yeah.
We good? Good.
Welcome to Masturhaters.
Hi.
Hey.
So,
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that.
I'm sorry you did that too.
yesterday, I like to prepare for the show by the day before going to the show, by going to the grocery store.
Going to the grocery store.
Yeah, because
Isn't that like our least favorite place in the world?
yeah, it's instant rage fuel.
Right.
So what I do is I
Wait,
go to
wait, what did you just say?
What?
What did you just say?
It's instant rage fuel.
Oh, rage fuel.
I thought you
said.
said it's in Ridgefield.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I thought you said like rage field. I'm like, you just made up like you just like made a physical plane for your hate.
So we're just making up places now. All right. Cool.
No, it's an instant rage rage fuel is what I
Rage fuel.
said. So
What does it fuel, John?
it fuels my hate.
Oh, and what is your hate fuel?
My hate fuel is brewed from hate beans, grown in a hate field,
In the rage field.
and I call it
rage field.
Haterade.
I'm picturing
Wow.
a field of
Haterade?
just white hoods.
Yeah,
All right.
that's my idea.
That's it, guys. No going back. We're hacking this up.
I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
So, and it worked. It worked a charm. The first thing that happened as soon as I walked into the store is I hear this woman go, "Oh, Chelsea, come here!
Anyone named Chelsea?
Come here! Look at this!
Yo,
Look, it's the sauce that I make."
What do you mean make?
wait.
How could she point it out on the shelf if she makes it?
What do you mean? Like, is she the owner of Ragu?
No,
Is that what you're telling
it wasn't
me?
ragu. It was a different kind of sauce.
And
So I
no
look
fucking
over,
way.
and she's holding up a bottle, and she goes, and the little girl Chelsea's like, "Oh yeah, it's that sauce." You want to know what she was holding up?
I'm dying to know.
She was holding up a bottle of mayo ketchup.
No.
Yeah.
No. Wait, what? What's
That
ma-
Yeah.
exists?
They
You
they
can
mix
buy
it. They
that.
mix it
Heinz-
together.
Yeah, Heinz just
I'm gonna throw up.
made a
Yeah, that's
line of products where it's mayo mixed with no, it's ketchup mixed with ranch.
We need to just kill
When
everyone.
Mayo?
you said sauce, my mind immediately went to tomato sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
because
I'm
that's a
thinking
normal
gravy.
thing to say.
I'm thinking gravy.
Yeah, I'm thinking-
I'm a little Italian. a little
Don't. That's
gravy.
not a. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
It's a little gravy.
That's a made up. That's a made up thing. Italians don't call sauce gravy.
No, I'm mocking it.
I'm just saying. It pisses me off.
Don't attack me, all right?
Ron's upset because he's actually Italian.
I am. Half.
He's only half.
I really.
Which
just-
half? Only the good half.
I just kind of like. Yeah. I just own up to my Irish side.
That's fine. I've accepted it. The fact that they're adding mayo to stuff and people are buying it makes me literally just want to fucking throw up. I hate.
Yeah, they have
everyone
mayo
right now.
barbecue sauce.
Die.
What
if
does
you
that even
buy
taste
that,
like?
die.
Mayo and barbecue sauce. You ever take mayo? Ever have like a barbecue sandwich?
I've never
that
put
has
mayonnaise
mayo?
on any sandwich ever. Fuck mayonnaise.
It's not that bad.
It's
I-
the
I
worst.
don't like mayonnaise either.
It's the
but-
stupidest
I don't know.
condiment.
I do like macaroni salad.
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
the s-
coleslaw.
It's fat.
yeah,
What
it's
did coleslaw
oil and,
ever do
and
to you?
eggs.
Yeah, it's dog
Coleslaw is
shit.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's dog shit too.
Well,
Potato salad,
what's with
macaroni
you?
salad,
It's
fuck
like-
all
it's
those
like-
salads.
Is it coleslaw, pickles.
Fuck
are
I don't like cold macaroni, so
I
get the
hate
fuck
that
out of
too.
my face with your macaroni salad.
Fuck
I
macaroni
love
salad.
cold macaroni and cheese, like right out of the fridge.
You need to just.
It's just like
no,
There's
how
something
fucking
wrong.
dare
it's just
you.
like hard and dry. Well, not really hard. It's just dry.
What the fuck out of macaroni and cheese is hard and dry?
It's not hard.
That's the opposite of what macaroni and
It's
cheese
just-
should be.
and it just like
Yeah, it's supposed to
slathers
be,
the
like,
inside of your mouth.
Velvety
Oh,
and fatty.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
It's supposed to be this sweet, satiny texture.
Yeah. Salty, savory cheese.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of
Seductive.
onion,
Guys,
mustard powder.
did you know that
Cayenne
sugar
pepper.
is just gay
Little red
salt?
pepper flakes. Oh, that's offensive.
Jesus.
So anyway, back to this mayo dog shit that we're forced to fucking.
Wait, is this the
live
end of the
through.
story? That was the end of the story. That was just it.
I'm hoping it's
Well,
the beginning.
That was
Yeah,
the big
it's
reveal.
also
Bell.
just like that was the big reveal. It was, but also just like the
No, it's good.
the kind of people that walk through the grocery store. Like, what makes you think that that's an acceptable way to like conduct yourself? Why? What are you doing?
You're in public.
Yeah,
Fucking get it together.
people
You're
who
just-
men who wear pajamas out in public.
I hate them.
Are either on drugs or getting off of drugs. There's no question. They're either doing a fuck ton of hard drugs or they're
It's
trying
only
to stop
acceptable
doing
if
them.
you're wearing shoes that don't have laces in them.
like a felon.
Yeah, or like a psych ward
Like-
patient.
They shouldn't be allowed out. Like, what did they just get out and they wanted to go to Walmart?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm fresh out the loony bin. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Go to Walmart. Need those Doritos.
It's it's disgusting to me.
What, the pajamas or the mayo?
Just the grocery store in general. It's gotta be right.
But really, men who are comfortable. You should
Well,
never be. You should never be caught being comfortable if you're
Ever.
a man.
I am constantly in a 24/7 state of
Discomfort.
tense, anxious.
Yeah, you should.
discomfort.
Number one, your knees should never be locked. You should always have a little bit of give in your knees. And
ready
you
to
should,
unleash.
You should always, absolutely 100% every second of every day be ready to fight. If you're a man and you're not ready to
I don't
fight,
even have the will to live, John. You want me to fight?
yeah. If you're a man and you're not ready to fight right now, you're not a man. Give me your card.
I've looked around this room and I could point out everything I could use as a weapon in the next 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Everything in my vicinity
Within
to
reach.
kill you. I
Yeah.
can
Just
tell you
in
right
case.
now.
I mean, if I get to
Mic
use a
stand,
weapon.
beer bottle, TV, alarm clock, remote control. I'm in my living room.
Do you have that?
Your mic stand, your chair. John's leg, my leg, Ron's leg.
And yet,
I'll pull it off. I'll pull a leg off a
left out-
motherfucker. I
You
don't
left
give a
out
fuck.
your fancy little Japanese defense weapon.
I'm not even talking
Yeah,
about the
you
real
don't need
weapons.
weapons.
I'm not talking about
I
real
need,
weapons.
I need weapons.
If you're looking around and you're picking out the weapons, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
You got to be picking out the stuff that nobody would think of, like that
shouldn't have
picture
eaten
over there. on the-
15 mini tacos before coming here.
That mini notebook, the big notebook, the batteries, my sock.
Sock is the most deadly weapon.
All right, well, 'cause
if
you
you
can
really
fill
know
it
how
with
to
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
if you make them swallow
Soap
it,
bars,
it gets wrapped up in their
batteries,
intestines.
Batteries, soap bars, remote controls,
They
keys.
die.
Keys is a good
Like-
one.
like
Keys hurt.
dogs.
Loose change.
Spare change.
Yeah. You know what I
Was
hate?
there was there a point to this?
No.
I'm just.
I saw a guy. He looked too comfy in the grocery store, and I was like,
Yeah,
it
fuck
disturbed
comfort.
me.
Fuck comfort.
You
No.
shouldn't be comfortable
Ever.
if you're in public. If you get caught, if somebody walks in to a room and I'm sleeping, I immediately get up and stand
How? Yes.
in
okay.
my sleep.
My wife does not fucking understand that. Anytime she walks in the room, I jump up and she's like, "How did you? I didn't mean to wake you." I'm like, "It's not you. It's just I." Like, okay, great.
gotta be
I'm
ready.
not the crazy one. It's a guy thing. We just
You got to
know
be ready all
you're
the
there.
time, all the time. You never know who's coming to attack you.
What if she's about to Lorena Bob at me? I'm
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, well,
A train
fists
could,
clenched at all times. I can't even pick things up. How am I supposed to pick things up with
I
two
knuckle
fists?
him. I knuckle him.
Two balled up, white knuckled fists, just trying to. Do you know how hard it was to set this up today?
Have you ever tried to put on pants with fists?
You ever try to set up a mic stand with just balled up, angry fists?
Try tying your shoes with fists. It's hard.
It's impossible.
It's doable. You got to use your teeth, but
I am not that flexible.
I lost a lot of weight.
Good for
Yay.
you.
Yeah. Just starve yourself. Just never eat again.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Just literally never eat
that-
ever again.
I'm eating as soon as I leave here.
I what's today? Sunday? I'll eat tomorrow. At some point. It's
Maybe.
cool. Yeah,
I don't know.
if I'm gonna black out, if I'm like, oh look, the spots are coming, I'll have a handful of grass.
That's how I know that this diabetes is really killing me. Because no matter how much I eat, I don't gain a pound. So
Are you sure
I've
that's
watched
what's
him
doing
pound
it?
down like 2 double cheeseburgers in a row,
Are you sure that that's what's killing you?
and not the alcoholism.
Yeah, not
The
the
fatty liver?
insane, raging alcoholism coursing through your veins. I'm not judging. I'm
it
just.
sounded a little judgy.
I'm not. Listen, there before the grace of God go I.
I mean, I'm sure the alcoholism doesn't help, but it's definitely the diabetes.
Just say it's diabetes.
Huh?
Don't you like get?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Aren't you not supposed to drink if you have diabetes?
Let's not go into this right now.
So I'm right.
But
okay. I'm right.
Who the fuck are we? We're not doctors.
I'm a scientist.
No, you're not.
I play with shit
Oh,
all
You're
the
a whole-
time.
You're holding 2 weed pens.
These are CBD, John. I would never smoke real pot. These are CBD.
You're double fisting weed pens.
These are CBD pens. I would never smoke pot.
All right.
That stuff is bad for you. It makes the blacks rape the whites. I saw it in a 20s
Oh.
newsreel.
Yeah, free for madness. It's not good.
I saw the movie, guys. It's
I'm
on
scared
Netflix.
right now sitting
I'm
here.
terrified, and I'm not even. I'm white, and I'm scared for me.
So Belle Delphine, do you guys know who Belle Delphine is?
It sounds like a water.
it does sound like a water.
It does sound like
or
a
like
water.
a fancy like pizza place.
Fancy wine.
Aquafina or Beldorfine. I'm being sold them by a Russian Beldorfine or Aquafina.
So Belle Delphine is this TikTok lady, and at first I hated her. I thought I was like really like
TikTok.
yeah, she's the one that like wears the pink wig and she, the hit or miss song, that meme that was going
Is that
around.
the one with the cat ears?
Yeah, they all have cat ears.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
If they don't have cat ears, they're like some weird country girl.
The one that looks like too much of a 5th grader to like be doing what she's doing.
Okay, I think I remember that one.
Okay, so I hated her. I thought she was. I thought everything that she was doing and promoting was like way too fucked up to be happening.
Yeah.
But recently, she pulled off probably the greatest.
The greatest what?
The greatest troll I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
And what, pray tell, might that be? The fact that TikTok itself is such a big thing just kind of creeps me out.
I hate it because you know what? I start watching it.
Oh,
and,
no.
And I go
And then
down,
you can't stop.
can't stop, and it's
no.
all
It just
it's
happens.
the same video over and over again, just someone else doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And it's nothing really interesting. Nothing about it's interesting or clever or creative or anything. It's always just like the same fucking cliche bullshit. But I can't stop watching it nonstop.
It's the same joke repeated over and over and over again in like these 6-second clips. But what I thought was really funny, what she did was,
I'm looking up this chick, Bellafina. So what'd she do?
well, what she did was she posted on Instagram that if she was gonna get 2 million likes on Instagram, she would start a Pornhub account.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, she got 5 million likes in less than 2 minutes. So she started a Pornhub account. And she started posting videos on this Pornhub account.
Nude?
No. They were just weird videos of her like bathing her dog. Or
Let me guess. She's like the top fucking model.
but they're all like these weird fucking like titles that like are like sexual. Like Belle Delphine gets her pussy wet and it's like her spraying her cat with water.
Oh, fuck her.
But it's genius because you got these fucking creepy dudes who are fucking, getting ready to, they've already got all their clothes off. Like, number one.
They turned off the air conditioning
Yeah,
so they sweat more.
Yeah, so they can sweat more, so they have a little bit more lubrication because they know that bottle's going to run dry by the time they're done jerking it. And then they start playing the fucking videos, and it's just her playing with her toys.
The fact
What do you mean
that
playing with?
she had the balls
Like
to do that
action
is
figures and
genius.
stuff. And everybody is super pissed. They're like fucking all over her fucking Instagram account, just fucking saying how big of a piece of shit she is, how she's turned her back on her fans. Like, you're not her fans. You're not a fan of... number one, she doesn't do anything. So it's not like she has a talent to be a fan of. You just want your fucking jerking material.
Right.
You fucking piece of shit.
And they're definitely jerking off to her regardless.
Absolutely.
These fucking creeps didn't need a Pornhub account to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a fucking chance.
There's a video of her where she's like eating a raw egg whole, like with the shell and everything.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it's just like the
shell?
comment. Yeah, she's like she takes
Stupid.
a raw egg and she's like, "Ugh," and she's just chewing on this fucking raw egg.
Is this chick hot?
I don't think so. I think she looks like a little girl.
She looks like a child. I honestly I thought she was a kid. I'm
Yeah.
just finding. Apparently, she's of legal age since she is. What is it on Pornhub? Since
Yeah.
she's on Pornhub. She's got it. But like,
But she's not making porn on Pornhub. She's just making.
but do you think they would let? All right, actually, that's an interesting one. Do you think like?
Oh, there's terms of service. You can't be on the site unless you're 18 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So like,
So then, yeah, she definitely is. But she looks like she's
no,
maybe 14.
She's
dude.
like 20, 22.
That's
or something
weird.
like
That's-
that. But
I
she
don't know,
looks.
man. She
you know,
looks like
she
she's-
looks really young.
maybe in high school. Like, literally thought she was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I just can't stand all those
And these,
videos
like,
of these
just,
dumb
like, big,
popular
fat,
kids.
gross old guys just want her to fucking get naked on the internet for them.
Exactly.
And
That's
they're
all
just
it is.
mad.
And they're mad that she didn't.
They're mad they got blue balled.
All right, good for her.
And I
That
thought,
is the
yeah,
biggest nationwide
It-
blue balling ever.
it turned me
Kudos.
into somebody who thought that everything that she was doing was fucking a little corrupt and wrong, and now I'm actually a major fan. Like I think that was the smartest thing that you could have ever done. Yeah.
Definitely, hands down.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm gonna try and find this chick.
Yeah, definitely look her up because she's pretty amusing.
Yeah, I'm interested now.
I'm trying to open up this fucking can of beer for Ron, and I don't have a can opener. A bottle.
It's a
opener.
bottle. You fuck. Not only did you say can, but a can opener.
So once I get this open, I'll just jump into the first hate that I got.
Cool. Let's fucking go for it.
This one is just a fucking real quick one. Cause,
Oh yeah.
yeah, cause, like we.
Is it about one of us?
Well, the first one is definitely going to be about what happened last week.
Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be real personal.
It's not going to get real personal. It's funny. It's funnier than anything. Oh, that was loud.
Clink clink.
All right.
I don't know why I had to do that.
Let's all just make as much noise as we can.
So
ASMR.
my first hate for today, I'm going to do two. My first one is just a really quick one. Technical difficulties. So last week we recorded an episode of this podcast, and we had been pushing this to be like the live, we're going to be doing this live from now on. That didn't happen. And then we sat down to record, and nobody brought their fucking headphones like I told them to bring, because now I got this like fucking nifty headphone splitter. So everybody is
Very
supposed to be able to fucking hear themselves and know when they're on mic. And then there were people who weren't on mic, and we went for almost 4 hours recording. So I'm sitting and I'm trying to find half hour every day to fucking start putting together the pieces of this episode, because we also started taking breaks.
Very sporadically.
sporadically throughout the episode. So now I got to listen to this whole thing, and I got to figure out what parts are part of the episode and what parts are we taking breaks through. And it took me for fucking ever.
So who's the major offender?
You being fucking shit-faced, number one, was, was probably the hardest thing to sit through.
Ron was sipping on the sauce.
Drink a 6-pack of beer plus 2 24-ounce beers with diabetes.
He bum chugged them too. He was done with them before we were halfway done with the podcast, I think.
Yeah. And then
I don't remember.
Rich, our newest buddy.
I'm a saint.
Number one, I'm John.
Oh, I'm Ron.
I'm Rich.
And Rich decided that he was going to dance around the fucking room while recording the episode, and almost zero of his audio got picked up until I started screaming at him halfway through the episode to get on the fucking mic.
And then I stayed on mic.
Barely.
Barely. Well, I'm doing better today, I think.
Was I on mic?
Aside from like 2 points. There was 2 points where you were off mic where I was like, are you kidding? You've been doing this for 2 years. And you're so smacked right now that you can't stay on fucking mic. So that was my first hate. And my second hate is the social credit system, which isn't an American thing yet, but it will be soon. I guarantee you that within 10 years, California will enact this.
What is it?
What is this?
So in China, it's like basically it's not an app. It's like an all-encompassing part of their society now, and it's
Like banking?
Yeah, kind of like banking. But
This is getting weird.
But because they were so impoverished before, before the last 10 years, they were such a poor country, and then they exploded. They don't have like a built credit system like we have here. Like we have credit scores, and it's based off of hundreds of years of fucking how we've been doing credit. So they need to develop a new system. And what they've developed is the social credit system.
Oh, God.
Now, the
Sounds
social credit
bad.
system is a score that's from 950 to 450.
Why such stupid numbers? Why not
Because
1
it's
through 10?
Similar to our fucking credit system. Because
Gotta steal everything from us.
exactly.
Always taking it from the white man.
All our technology, all of our fucking our rupees,
Olympics.
the Olympics.
Did
You
you say
stole the
NASA?
Olympics.
Did you say rubies?
Yeah, rubies.
Rupees? Wait, rupees or rubies?
I don't know, some sort of currency that's not
like the gem, or
no,
or like
the
the
Middle
Indian
Eastern
dollar or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Indian dollar.
I'm wearing a sari with my ruby, paying with
Jubilees.
rupees.
No, but here's how sinister this thing is. Okay, so it has nothing to do with your monetary standing in fucking society. It has everything to do with whether or not you are a dick. So what they've done is if you're rude in public, and number one, there's 200 million cameras in China right now,
That's scary.
Well,
and
well,
they
you know,
all are smart cameras that can have facial
there's
recognition.
There's more than that, because how many birds live in China?
oh, my fuck.
What?
Flying surveillance systems.
Yes, yeah. Birds are
Goddamn
cameras.
CIA.
They're not real creatures.
We're on to
They're-
you.
They're all cameras.
Have you ever seen a baby bird? Exactly.
I mean, I have.
I mean, yeah, I grew up in the Pine Barrens. Yeah, I've seen them all the
But
fucking time.
it's just another part of their fucking hidden system. The baby birds are just little cameras.
They're just tinier cameras.
Yeah, they're just-
and they grow.
I
They grow
thought
to
you
be
meant
bigger
their little
cameras.
system was the
think
social
about it.
credit system.
Like penguins, they can't be fucking real. You're telling me that there's an actual animal that just wants to walk around on a giant block of ice? No, they're cameras. Just in
What about
case.
polar bears?
Polar bears live in fucking somewhere else.
They eat the penguins, though.
No, polar bears eat seals. Seals eat penguins.
All right, this is too confusing for me. I can't.
Who eats the seals? I mean,
The
the
polar
polar bear.
bear.
Who eats the polar bear?
No one. Polar bear's apex predator. Oh, maybe orca whale.
Bears.
We don't eat the polar bears.
I don't think we eat
I'd
bears.
eat a polar bear.
I'd try it.
Actually,
I'd
you
try
can
it.
go to prison for like 10 years if you even like
That's it?
harm.
Look at a polar bear the wrong way.
Kind of, yeah.
So, but hold on, could we all? What if we just share the time? Like I take 3, you take 3. We give Ron 4 because fuck him.
What are
We
you
can do
talking
that.
about?
We could do that. Well,
We'll
like,
eat a polar bear and then we'll just split the time because
I
it's
feel
only
like
one polar bear. They can only are they going to charge each of us 10 years?
I feel like the
Yeah.
Is that
Inuit.
how the law works?
Yeah, I feel like we might be able to bribe the Inuit people with like.
What Inuits are you? What are we talking?
Well, I feel like they have their own law system, wouldn't they?
No,
Do they?
they're allowed to. They're allowed to practice.
Then
their
who the fuck
culture.
is gonna charge you with eating a polar bear?
I don't know. Okay.
The polar bear police.
It's the largest preserve in North America.
And who's
Alaska.
fucking watching it? Who's watching it? Tell me who.
Wait, yeah,
The
exactly.
birds?
If we go to Antarctica, there's no government in
There's no polar
No.
bears in Antarctica.
There's no polar bears in Antarctica.
No.
We all have
Is there a
smartphones.
government in Antarctica? I don't think so.
No,
There's no society there.
Yeah,
If this
but
was
the
on-
government put the penguin cameras there just in case someone tries to invade.
I think we need a Jamie. I think we need a like a Joe Rogan experience.
You ever see
Jamie.
fucking-
Yeah, we
Someone
need a
just to
guy
look up
that
shit.
that looks
Some
up
dude
shit.
just
you
to
ever
look up
see
shit for
Alien
us.
vs
The
Predator?
Google guy.
A Google guy. We need a Googler.
Just in case they invade Antarctica.
Okay.
Wait, is that
So,
Alien
what do you
vs.
think? The
Predator?
fucking Mounties? You think the Mounties are watching the polar bears? A bunch of dudes on horses?
The cameras, the birds. There's a lot of birds in Alaska.
Okay, fine, but what are they gonna do? Are they gonna dive bomb me? Are they gonna birds me? Am I gonna get Alfred Hitchcocked if I shoot a polar bear and whip that bad boy onto a grill?
I'm just saying, guys.
A little salt and
Just
pepper,
watch what you're doing.
garlic and
Look
butter.
around. You see a bird.
Cast
Don't
iron skillet.
Don't break any laws.
Don't break any laws.
Not in front of the bird.
Okay. Well, back to China.
Yeah.
They have a system
Best
where
tangent
that
ever.
if you like cut off an old lady in traffic, or if you like you pass the crosswalk while a pedestrian's in it, it infracts against your social credit score.
The cameras do this now.
Yeah, the cameras can do this, and what they do is they take the most of rude people, and then on the nightly news they take the clips of the rudest people and they put them on the nightly news
That's kind of fun.
to shame them. Now, I'd be okay with
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, hold on.
I'd be kind of okay with all of this.
I feel like for people like us, we would love that.
I would sit down and watch it every
I
single
would
night.
watch it.
yeah.
But I'd also be on it, and that won't be fun.
I think that would be. I would honestly probably laugh.
I'd probably be on it too.
Flipped off an old lady. I'd be like, yeah, I did. Like, or I don't know.
Yeah, but that,
What are the worst
but when
things
you
you
try
really
to get your
do?
kids into a good college and your score is a 450, then you're not going to be happy because they won't let your kid go into college.
Do you
or
really
if you get
think?
fired
You
from
really
your-
think our kids are going to college?
I hope. No, probably not.
John, it's us. Come on.
Okay, you try to get a job, and then nobody will hire you because your social credit score is in the toilet.
That's interesting, actually. That's
That's scary, right?
yeah, but you know what? I feel like that's
Well,
just
you-
saving you time.
Can't you
from-
Can't you not get a
from
job
hiring-
for having bad credit score?
Well,
Yeah.
that's I've heard that that's possible to happen, but I don't know any. I've never heard of it actually happening.
Because we wouldn't get those kinds of jobs. You're talking about people who are stockbrokers or
Yeah,
Yeah.
like rich people. and shit.
like jobs where
Well,
it-
yeah,
it's
not rich
7
people, but
figures
like
but
a
like
year.
jobs,
even on the
Yeah.
news, I haven't heard of anybody like actually having that issue. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
All right.
Like I've heard the myth of that, but I don't know if that can actually.
I'm sure if it's like banking or like a lawyer.
But what I
or-
do know is that in China, this is actually happening.
for reals.
Yeah, for real, and it's kind of scary because this company that's developed this system is trying to sell it to other governments.
That's twisted.
That's fine.
So, like, I'm fine with it being over there in wacky Chinaville because those people are fucked.
Wacky China.
And the way that they sold it to the populace is that, number one, okay, they're going to be safer because the 200 million cameras that are everywhere, there's no crime that can happen without evidence of the crime occurring, which I'm not okay with anyway. I am a criminal. So I don't want security cameras watching me every fucking time I try to do something.
Which is understandable.
yeah. No, I
Yeah, I
don't want one camera watching me.
Yeah, you drive drunk too much for that to happen.
That's not true.
So I'm fine with it happening over there in China.
A shower in my bathing suit. You really think I want fucking cameras looking at me?
No, you don't.
What is going on right now? Why do you?
You didn't know?
No, why do you
Ron
shower?
showers in his bathing suit.
You're
because
Right,
he doesn't
and-
want- he's so straight, he doesn't want to see his own dick.
And yeah,
You should cut it off. If you were really straight, you'd cut your dick
Yeah,
off.
the fact that it's on you is too gay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
yeah, no, you know when
I mean, hey, listen, it's
I've,
cool,
I've
but
never had sex with the lights on. Just I can't see myself naked.
why would you want to
What do you mean?
have the lights on?
We'll have the lights on?
Yeah.
So you see who you're fucking.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why would you want to that? I don't.
Why are you taking the time in the middle of this episode to clear out your fucking photo albums?
I'm trying to find my hate. The one that.
Oh, okay.
And I can't find. I have like 15 different photo files, albums, what they're called, and I can't find which fucking one it's in.
All right.
So the way that they sold this system to the populace is that if you have a really good credit score, social credit score, you get like discounts on flights and high speed train.
Flights where? It's a communist country. You're not allowed to leave.
You can fly
You can
from
leave
one end to
China.
other,
You're allowed to leave China if you have a high enough social credit score.
and you don't come back.
So it's like the Hunger Games. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kind
it's-
of confused here.
I've never seen the Hunger
Actually,
Games.
it's nothing like the Hunger Games.
I was pretty sure that like the Hunger Games was they just took a bunch of kids and they put them in the forest and told them to kill each other, right?
Yeah, and
Is that what it's
the
about?
winning people get food or something.
That's cool. I'm into
The
it.
winning person goes back to their district with food. So I don't know how that has anything
Yeah,
to do
I don't
with
know what you're talking
I
about.
don't.
But it's just a terrifying thought because you know that California will jump on this as soon as it's out of beta and able to be used on the public. They will be like the first state to fucking implement this system.
That's got to infringe on so many of our rights, though.
You just have to figure out. All they would have to do is like change the system a little bit to not infringe on the rights. Because the only
They're
way
just gonna change the rights.
Or
They'll just
that
do
too.
that. No.
So the other thing that's really crazy about this is that if you have a bad score, one of the only ways that you can change the score is state-sponsored slave labor.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So if you have a bad
Like
score,
the gulag
Yeah.
kind of shit. That's
so if you have a bad score and you're tired of living with it and you can't buy a train ticket to the town that you want to go to because your score is too bad, you can go
You go pound
do
rocks.
voluntary slave labor to raise your fucking social credit
That
score.
is fucking insane.
Yeah,
that really is fucking crazy.
That is horrifying.
When you said that this was going to be a crazy thing, like I thought it was just you and one of your normal crazy hates, but this is really
No, this is really
this
like
is
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing that
Yeah.
that could be happening to us within the next 10 years. They'll figure out a way to sneak this in some bill.
I mean, in a way,
Or
it
you could
already
pay
kind
the
of
state.
is. In a-
That's the other way that you could raise the score. You could just pay a tax.
Oh, I would just do that then. I don't want to, but I would.
But you're the lowest class. You're part of the lowest class, Ron. You wouldn't have the money to pay the state to pay
I'll
the
just
fees.
I'll just ask mommy and daddy.
You're gonna be busting rocks, bud.
I don't know
You're
why.
gonna be
But I don't know
busting
why I'll
Go
ask them
pound
because
sand,
they're
Ron.
pretty poor too.
They're gonna make you pound sand, bud. Have fun.
So yeah, that's my hate.
That's why I'm gonna go live in the woods.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
China's social credit system.
I can't believe that's a thing. That's
I can, and I'm glad that it's just in China.
1 second.
Hold on, we're gonna just take a quick break. And we're back.
That was
That was strange.
interesting.
China, man.
China man. Yeah,
Woof.
So before anybody decides to go, I also have.
I just realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right,
for
so you
your.
want me to go?
I know what you're doing.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before anybody goes, I have a news story that I want to read.
I love the news. Tell me more. Tell me
So
more.
this is an article that I found yesterday on the Washington Post.
That's not real.
It's
What?
definitely not real news then.
No, it is. The Washington Post, not Huffington Post, the Washington Post.
They're the same thing. They're both not credible.
I don't
Well,
believe
okay,
any newspaper.
They're,
I don't believe the news.
They're bunch
I don't
of lib-
believe in newspapers.
they're a bunch of lib cucks.
They're all a bunch. High five. Newspapers are libcucks. Fuck newspapers.
So police called it a meth-fueled attack squirrel.
awesome.
An Alabama fugitive says it's his beloved pet.
Wait, not a Florida man?
No, this is not a Florida man.
They're migrating.
So this guy, the police are claiming that this guy has a meth-fueled attack squirrel.
So what happened?
All I can think of is that stupid fucking South Park picture. I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Mickey Polk has been booked into jail more than 24 times.
What's his name? Hon.
Mickey Polk.
Oh, I fucking love it already.
He's been booked into jail 24 times. He's on the run from police who plan to arrest him on drug charges and weapon possession charges as soon as they catch up to him.
Are
But
attack
that
squirrels
doesn't.
considered weapons?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find. I guess we're gonna find out.
I really hope that's the weapon. I really hope that's the weapon.
But that doesn't mean that he isn't a responsible squirrel owner, he says. My squirrel is babied beyond anything anyone can imagine, the 35-year-old fugitive told the Washington Post in a phone call from an undisclosed location early Thursday morning. It has a very good life. Polk and his unusual pet have been in the spotlight since Monday when authorities in Limestone County, Alabama, accused him of keeping an attack squirrel in a cage and feeding it methamphetamine so that it would stay aggressive.
Nah, that's my baby. I feed it shards every morning. Look at it. It's twitching because it loves me.
The story made national headlines, but Polk insists that he raised the squirrel as if it was his own child, bottle feeding it every few hours and keeping it warm with a heating pad when it was first born. And any allegations to the contrary are slander. He doesn't even like it when people smoke around his pet.
Where does the meth come in, though?
Does he think that like everyone knows he has a squirrel?
What?
He's saying this like it was like common knowledge that he has.
No,
a
because it made national headlines
that he
that
was
there was a meth fueled
Oh, he called it.
attack squirrel, and now he's defending himself, saying that the
Oh, okay.
police are slandering him.
All right.
The squirrel is not on meth, he insisted. I honestly think that would actually kill it.
I honestly think that would probably...
I don't think squirrels can do methamphetamine.
Now, I ain't too sure about crack now, but the meth might kill it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
You know what?
it was one time.
He's responsible. No,
Yeah.
he's cool. He's responsible.
Polk and the squirrel, who he named
wholesome
D's
guy.
Nuts. That's
Family
what he's named the squirrel D's Nuts.
Of course he did.
Have had a wild couple of days, according to the Decatur Daily. Narcotics, yeah. Narcotics officers from the Limestone County
What the
Sheriff's
fuck
Office.
is going on down there in the South?
I don't know.
We need to build a wall around the South. We need to build a wall around Alabama, Kentucky, Florida.
Just the whole
Just
Bible Belt.
Separate them all from the rest of us. Let them all just
Like-
meth themselves to death.
Like what happened when they were just like they decided to like break away from the Union?
I have
and,
no
and
idea.
then during the Civil War, like did
I-
they just all like
I-
become?
I think the heat
dumbest
fries
people
their
in the world.
brains. Think about it. The
Yeah.
heat just
It's
crispies their brains.
Gotta be the heat, because I know that the last couple of days have been fucking hot here, and I've been thinking about capturing a squirrel and feeding it methamphetamines, and I didn't even read this story yet.
We'll talk after the show.
You got one? Awesome.
I got a guy.
Wait, you got a squirrel or you got meth? 'Cause depending on how you answer this question, I might want in.
Both.
I'm okay.
I am not going to confirm or deny that I have access to a squirrel and or amphetamines.
The sheriff's office were tipped off about the squirrel during a drug investigation, and they showed up with a search warrant on Monday. They seized an unspecified quantity of methamphetamines, drug paraphernalia, ammunition, and body armor from the apartment and confiscated the squirrel. Polk wasn't there, but another man who was present was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and loitering in a drug house, which I didn't even know was a crime.
You can get charged for that?
Loitering in a drug house?
Why are you hanging
Number
out in a
one-
crack house?
Number one,
Just hanging out?
how do you how do you define a drug house?
That's interesting.
Isn't that any house that has drugs?
I get, yeah, but
What does that mean? A nickel
Yeah.
bag of weed?
I have some Tylenol in my house. Is it a drug house?
Maybe.
I'm just asking.
I'm just like
might be.
I don't like that law.
That's very vague. That's a vague.
I don't like most laws. They get in the way of me having fun.
I don't like laws.
Welcome to the South, man. One neighbor told Way.
Get the fuck out
We've got squirrels on meth.
They're bragging about it. Yep. Now here in Pennsylvania, we got squirrels on
Just got a
meth.
full kennel in his backyard, just full of meth squirrels.
That's an idea. Get like a dog kennel, like the ones with like the roof cages,
Yeah.
and just get like
fill it with
50 squirrels
and
just shards of meth inside acorns.
It's like a really
And
blue
fucked
sky.
up version of Secret of Nim.
I was thinking more like 28 Days Later, the Stuart Little version.
In fact, the Daily reported it was impossible to confirm the animal's alleged meth use. Officers didn't find any drugs in his cage, and there was no way to safely test the squirrel for meth. But because it's illegal to keep a squirrel as a pet in Alabama, that's one of the things that's illegal in Alabama.
I'm pretty sure
I didn't think
sex with animals is legal down there.
I thought just about anything.
Yeah, I didn't know that they. Yeah, I didn't realize that you couldn't in Alabama. You're not allowed to have a squirrel.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, it is a weird law.
That's a weird one. Who'd have thought?
They couldn't just leave him there because the creature seemed healthy and wasn't emaciated. Which, like, if he's being fed meth, you'd think that. What?
My jack, I think, is. All right. It's better.
If he's emaciated and and like if he's not emaciated and he looks healthy, like you'd think that okay, so he's not on meth. I thought that was part of the requirement of being on meth was that you had to be emaciated and look like a scabby.
No, that comes after.
After the meth.
Yeah. You
So
gotta
you're
be,
fine during the meth use, but the moment it's gone, you become.
There's no way that's
Yeah. Then all your health goes down.
Nah, I feel like
I don't think
it's
that's
during. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
feel
think
like-
I think it's during prolonged meth use
Yeah.
No.
that
Not
all that
even
stuff
once.
happens.
You guys-
Not
you guys are
even
silly.
once. You guys are silly.
That doesn't even make sense.
You guys and your science.
Science.
I don't believe in science.
Polk, for his part, claims that he had moved out of the apartment several weeks before this because he didn't want to continue to live a certain kind of lifestyle, and his name wasn't on the lease. So, like, there's no proof that any of the meth that they found, or the drugs, or the body armor, or the weapons, or the paraphernalia was his because his name wasn't on the lease, and he had moved out weeks prior to this.
This is Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey Polk.
Okay. Interesting. Smart guy.
Mickey, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, Mickey. Hey, man. You're slick.
Big fan,
Yeah.
of you, buddy.
Slick Mick.
His
got-
mom was on the lease, though. So that's
Dickhead.
That's weird. That's a strange little
How to-
wrinkle in
yeah.
that story.
Dickhead.
The squirrel was going to be the last thing that he moved over to his new place because his new roommate had a cat who he thought might scare it. He had been going back to his old apartment every day to check on the squirrel and feed him. He told the Post, but the contraband that the police found there wasn't his. The charges that are on me are just as bogus as the squirrel doing meth. Once he learned that the police had released the squirrel outdoors, Polk went back to find his twitchy companion. He had never planned on adopting a squirrel in the first place, but about a year ago, while he was working for a company cutting trees, the baby fell off of a branch. Polk, whose previous pets included a raccoon and a tarantula, took the small creature home For the next 6 weeks, he woke up every 2 hours to feed him formula and make sure that the heating pad was working. Eventually, he trained the junior squirrel to use a litter box, sleep in a hammock, eat potato chips, and caramel M&Ms, which I don't think is a proper diet for a fucking squirrel.
Probably not. But this is a very active meth head.
Yeah, if this guy is doing meth, he's like training squirrels to eat potato
Well, you know
chips
what this-
and M&Ms.
Honestly, that does kind of sound like a meth head thing to do. Now that I said it out loud.
It does sound
Now that I
a little
literally
bit
just
like that.
said it out loud, that does not sound like something a sober person would do.
He
No.
took he took the squirrel across state lines to Tennessee, where it's apparently legal to have a pet squirrel. And they diagnosed the squirrel with a calcium deficiency. So he was told to cut back on nuts and seeds and give the squirrel more squash and avocado.
What?
That's
What
what the
did-
vet told
Trigger-
me. I don't know.
What did you just say?
So basically, he's got the squirrel, and he doesn't want to recapture the squirrel because he's worried that they're gonna euthanize the squirrel. That's the gist of the end of that story. But yeah, that was
So he's on the run.
the
So
squirrels. The squirrel's on the run, and so is Mickey Polk.
Mickey,
Mickey, if you're out there,
we got you back, buddy.
wish you the best of luck, buddy.
I said we get his bail.
Yeah, look.
Let's get a GoFundMe going for
Get his
Mickey.
bail. We're gonna go into a shootout with this guy.
I am not doing meth with Mickey. You're on your own there.
I mean, I'm not gonna do the meth, but
We're gonna
get this guy in the car,
we're gonna get
and
yeah.
we're just gonna shoot it out
We're
with the
gonna keep
police, and we're
driving.
gonna get this guy out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna get him safe.
We're gonna get him far away.
It's gonna be good for
Sanctuary
everybody.
City or whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a lot of body armor.
Yeah,
We're gonna get him on a boat and send him.
he's got it. He's
send
got
him
the body
over to
armor.
Africa.
He's got a guy.
First.
I got a squirrel guy. So, oh my god, we should give him a pet squirrel.
We gotta find his old squirrel.
Yeah, we gotta find
Methy.
too much
we gotta
work.
find Methy the squirrel.
Yeah, Methy the
And we-
squirrel.
Too much work.
We gotta get him back to what's his name, Mickey.
Mickey Polk.
Our
I would go with Tweaky Gonzalez, but that's just me.
Tweaky Gonzalez.
That's the squirrel's name,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good name for the squirrel.
Instead of Speedy Gonzalez, the mouse from Looney Tunes.
All right.
Yeah,
You're familiar, right?
All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure.
All right, Rich.
Who doesn't know the Looney Tunes?
You know what? You'd be surprised. I work in a bar. People are fucking weird. Speaking of people being weird and people being absolutely oblivious to their surroundings, that segues perfectly into my hate. There was a woman from Long Island who was a police officer and hired a hitman to murder her estranged husband and her boyfriend's teenage daughter. Why those two together? No idea.
So her husband and
yeah. And
her
then-
boyfriend's teenage daughter, who's not her
Yes.
husband.
Yes.
Okay, I understand why this happened. You
Valerie,
get all the obstacles out of the way.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, so she could be
For
alone.
what?
Alone with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you get rid of your husband, and then the only thing that's tying this guy to anything is his daughter. So you
Right.
kill her, and now neither one of you have any responsibilities
Right.
to anybody.
Now it's a party. Valerie Cincinnati, 34 of Oceanside, was arrested by the FBI after an investigation showed that she and her boyfriend were allegedly trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband and her boyfriend's daughter. She has been a cop since 2007, but she had her badge and gun removed in 2017 after she ended a relationship with the man she met on the job, who was spending time at his house while on duty with her. When they asked about the boyfriend, the FBI only identified one of their confidential sources that basically for $7,000, her boyfriend said that she knew, the boyfriend knew that, I'm trying to read this and it makes no fucking sense. The typos on this is awful. The boyfriend knew.
Is that the Long Island Patch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty bad.
Animals. I checked it on 3 other websites just to make sure, but this one just was the easiest to screenshot.
Violet, who wrote that fucking anime porn thing last week, has better editors than the Long Island Patch.
Absolutely.
Better content, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really, Shadow railing out Sonic or vice versa.
Yeah, whatever happened in that story, I wasn't paying attention. My dick wasn't hard.
Right.
Right, Ron? Your dick wasn't hard, right?
Oh, his dick was hard.
It wasn't.
Sure.
Yeah, we all saw
Yeah.
it. We all saw it.
It really it wasn't.
We all saw it. We all pointed.
We all saw. We were laughing.
I have pictures.
Yeah.
This guy was basically jerking off the entire time.
I was. I'm not
story
denying
was
that.
being read.
I'm not denying that, though.
I'm not,
The only
I'm
person
not
who-
denying it either because it didn't happen.
The only person here who was denying any kind of arousal from that story is you, Ron.
I feel
Don't
like
be
that's
ashamed
not
of
really
yourself.
true. I feel like just the two of you were into that.
It was pretty funny.
It was fucked up. So it was also rape.
It was weird. But, all right, so back to this crazy lady. Very quickly, the lady Valerie and her boyfriend continue to talk about murdering the kid and the husband in person and over the phone. The FBI said that he was going to cash the money into gold coins to pay the hitman, and that they wanted the murders carried out at the same time over the weekend. Eventually, they thought it was going to be a bad idea, so they switched it up and told him to kill him like a month apart. Kill the husband by his job, and then, because it was in the ghetto, quotes, that it would be really easy to believe, and that the hitman then asked for another $3,000 to kill the daughter, and the lady said that she wants her to run that bitch over. How about that? That's intense to say that you want somebody to run over, like, your partner's kid. Like, fucking run it over. Like, that's crazy, yo. Like, this woman is twisted.
That's pretty fucked up.
She then obviously was under pretty heavy investigation after months of talking about this over the phone. And
The phone?
Yeah, constantly for months.
Talking
This
about killing her.
Yeah, and this lady was a cop, like using like her cop phone, talking to her cop boyfriend about this. Yeah, like she's 50 Shades of insane. They then sent a
Did you just say
hitman.
50 Shades of Insane?
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
yeah.
God.
Then the FBI sent a undercover agent. The lady says delete all the text messages and pictures. Keep the phone, but delete them so we won't get found. Eventually, she goes through with it, gets all the money. FBI picks her up, and now she's in jail. And she's being charged with attempted murder, blah, blah, blah. But,
Well, I have a couple of things to say about this because
yeah, go ahead.
number one, the FBI loves to just like wait until they have all the evidence in the world that they need, but
yeah.
they have to take it right to the fucking end of the thing. Like they'll stage a mock
Months
hit
long.
and then arrest the person just for shits and giggles. Like you have all the text messages, you have her with the money, but you gotta take that one step further than you need to.
Yep.
They always wait till it's
Yeah.
too late, too.
Yeah,
that too.
They
They're
never
also-
save anybody either.
Yeah, they're always famous for just waiting for
Yeah.
it to happen, and then like they
Yeah.
go and
Thank
yeah,
God nobody died this time. Thank God nobody died
wow,
this time.
we really didn't see that coming. We thought we had them. It's like no, you didn't. You didn't even fucking leave your fucking office.
Exactly.
Like
What's crazy though is the fact that this lady got suspended from the force for basically just being a lazy piece of shit with another boyfriend, and they took away her badge and her gun, but she was still on the force somehow. But she had like some clerical job or something like that.
And the other thing is like, has anybody ever successfully hired a hitman? Because I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't think
like
they
in
exist.
recent history.
Probably not people like us. No, you'd have to be like a multi-millionaire and have one of those like crazy,
Probably
creepy
whoever-
connects.
Like not some fucking douchebag, like paper pusher, desk jockey cop.
probably whoever hired that
No.
that guy to shoot JFK. It was probably the last time it worked out. What was his name? Lee Harvey Oswald, whatever.
Yeah,
Oswald? Yeah.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, that's it.
He wasn't hired. He was just crazy.
Nah,
it was John
someone
Wilkes Booth.
definitely a shadow. He was a
That was-
puppet.
Sure, it
John-
wasn't John Wilkes Booth.
That was
No, that was Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, that was Lincoln.
No, that was George Washington.
No,
George Washington wasn't assassinated.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Yeah, we know history.
Do you?
Kind of.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
A
It's a
little
little
bit.
shaky.
Nah.
I used to be good at it. Not anymore.
I was just trying to be silly.
Drugs and alcohol have killed my mind.
Yeah, I just
I feel
don't
like they make my mind better. Go ahead.
like. I understand the motive Like I would never. Obviously, I would never do that because it's like it's pretty fucked up.
What, hire a hitman?
Hire a hitman to kill my fucking wife and
It's an-
then my lover's child? No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I think what you're trying to I understand. It's an understandable excuse. Not the dog told me to do it.
Yeah,
It's not one of those wacky
Son of
ones.
Sam?
Yeah, it could be.
exactly. So what do you hate about that though? Like
Just the fact that nobody. I feel like they kind of should have caught this sooner.
they
That-
did catch it sooner. They just arrested her after she
nobody got
spent
killed.
Yeah,
No.
she spent a lot of time gathering evidence, which I think is just the FBI are the best practical jokers.
That's that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. The fact that it took them months and months and months after they already she literally took out the money in February to do it, and they didn't charge her with anything till late June.
Well, it's not like you're gonna shop around for a fucking hitman.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I don't know.
I know that you're not shopping around for hitman.
I feel like I would just pay the first
I
guy
don't
that
know.
says yes.
Maybe-
okay,
I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
this
I'm
guy's gonna
cheap.
do it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm cheap. I want prices. I want to know how's cleanup gonna work. Are you gonna get me caught? I want to know you're good. I want references. I'm gonna
like
do
I
it.
said,
You're a very frugal buyer when it comes
listen,
to.
I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna drop 10 grand, and all of a sudden, 3 years later, oop, I'm going to jail.
The first guy with a sniper rifle and a trench coat is getting my money.
You, you think you're just gonna walk up to some seedy dude standing on the side of the road in a trench coat with a sniper gun on his side?
That's how it
and
works
say-
in John Wick too.
I've never seen them.
Oh,
Are they good?
they're good. Good enough. They're entertaining.
I'll check them out.
I like bad movies, so
I love bad movies.
they're my favorite.
Evil Dead, so good.
Evil Dead, so good.
So fucking good.
The TV show is pretty good too.
Yeah,
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah, dude, it was good. It was
Ash
good.
versus the Evil Dead. You guys like that show?
Lucy
Yeah, it was
Lawless,
awesome.
man. Lucy Lawless just makes it for me.
See a chainsaw hand.
And that's also badass. Don't get me
I
wrong.
mean, what's not to like?
There's nothing not to like about it. It's a meticulously handcrafted show.
Necrocomicon or whatever.
The Necronomicon, yeah.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
I just think Bruce Campbell is a genius. His voice is just silly. He just has a silly goose voice. But no, you know what? I just feel like it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that lady would have maybe snapped and done it herself, God forbid. I feel like if they had enough evidence to put her away, don't dilly-dally. Get it done. Get it over with. Moving on. I feel like they take too much time to process a lot of shit. I was just watching on Netflix today and yesterday how it took one guy 25 years. This guy was a detective, worked a murder case. 25 years later, he decides to bring up the dress to a blood analyst. For 6 months, they spend their time going over every square inch of this dress. They find one microscopic drop of blood. Not enough to test if it's human or animal. Not enough to tell you if it's the DNA of this person or not. And they lock up his wife. After 25 years, like the lady has literally been remarried, has kids, and now has grandkids. Like she has an entire new life.
She had a whole life.
Like, dude, imagine that.
The end
Like,
of like a
yeah,
Dear John.
yeah. Like
the end of.
and that made me furious, and I just like
It's really funny though.
but not for that fucking lady. Like, dude, she was like just this little fat old white-haired lady, and she's like, I don't know why I'm going to jail. I wasn't there. And like the dude who was murdered was this piece of shit Texas businessman. Like he would not pay his employees if he didn't like the work they did. He would shortchange people constantly and just be a scumbag. He got death threats over the phone for days before the murder happened. He was his house got broken into a week before the murder, and they broke everything in the house. Like, it clearly wasn't the fucking wife. It's so insane. It's funny in like an ironic way.
Yeah, you know what?
They wasted so much time, dude. Think about how much money that dude, the blood splatter.
That's why they
analyst.
found the one microscopic drop of blood.
Do you know how much time it takes to inspect a medium to large size dress for one fucking drop of blood with a microscope?
Probably a really long time. Probably
6 months.
Yeah.
I know, it's 6 months. Do you know how much money they wasted on that though?
I have no
Unless he
idea.
did it in his free time, which then that's just creepy. That dude, that's a really creepy dude. But regardless, like that dude is not making $10 an hour, $12 an hour. Like that's tax money, and that's probably upwards of $35, $45 an hour. I'm assuming.
Who knows?
How much would you have to get paid to sit there with a microscope and just slowly all day long look at these threads and make sure you don't miss a thread? Think about how many threads there are in your shirt. It's longer than that.
I'd be fired like almost immediately.
That or
I
you
just
would-
give it a once over. Real quick.
yeah, real quick.
I see no blood.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it was good.
It's fine.
Just a quick glance.
Yeah, like I'm not telling them to rush the job, but is that really fucking necessary? 25 years later, they found one drop of blood and they locked this lady up, and they can't even tell if it's hers or his or the dog's or the hamburgers from the night before.
This is why I love cops, though.
It's
I
fucking
love
nuts.
cops. Fucking no evidence. Lock her away.
We'll find
You
it.
hate laws. You love cops. Can you make up your mind?
I'm being sarcastic about loving the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeez.
I didn't pick up on that.
I don't know. You're tired. You sleepy bear.
I am tired.
You're
You guys have had a rough night, the two of you. I could tell. I see it in both of your eyes.
I had a very rough night.
You guys look fucking awful.
Daddy's hurting.
I've been wearing this shirt for 3 days.
I'm well hydrated. I've been drinking tons of water.
I'm wearing a white wife beater. I don't know where I got
I've seen the
this.
sun recently.
The only sun I saw today was standing outside to jump my wife's car,
I see the sun.
which was the most miserable. I'm just standing there in the heat, in between two running engines, going, "Please, God, kill me, please!" Like, what mistakes have I done to cause this to happen to me? I'm sorry.
standing outside was the most miserable moment.
It was just in the sun. Just I felt every mistake I made.
All right. So, before we continue, you guys wanna read some incel shit?
Yes, I've literally been waiting for
Just-
this.
I'm gonna get mad, aren't I?
Oh yeah.
Dude, can I just please? I'm actually a little upset that I can't do the Kirby thing. I had a great it's Ron's punishment. We're not
No.
going to get to it next
No,
week.
because we have to have Kara read it. That's the whole bit. The whole point of the bit is that Kara reads it, and then
What
we
if I
react
did?
to
What
it.
if I did another story? There's
No.
just no stories. It's all got to be
It's
Kara.
Kara.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Kara's
her
story
thing.
time.
Yeah, Kara.
Do we have a name
Kara's
for it?
spooky erotica.
That's
Can
it.
you add a ghost to that story?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a little spooky.
I'll use my tattoo.
Yeah, you add a
My
ghost. to the
Busep.
Get a ghost.
My Pac-Man tattoo.
Yeah, for breaking Rich's property. Rich is going to be writing an erotic fan fiction.
You
For
damaged
you,
my
Ron.
things, Ron. You damaged my things. The first time you came over, you damaged my things.
That's my fucking thing, dude.
my
That's what I do. I show up and I wreck stuff.
the Munchkin loves you. Thinks you're hysterical, so I'm giving you a pass. But you broke my things.
Kids and dogs. I don't know.
I'm not allowed to have a
They
dog,
like-
and I'm really upset about that.
Don't be.
They want cats.
Dogs are
Fuck
overrated.
cats.
It's
a
We've
lot
been
of
over
work.
this. We're not doing the cats again. No, dogs are so easy. They love me.
All right. So
That's not the hard part. Getting them to like you is easy.
Kids or dogs?
Both.
Oh yeah.
So I found this on incels.net.
I gotta get in there.
Incels.net?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Is it something I have to get invited to, or can I just join?
Yeah, it's just a regular forum. This one isn't the good one though. I'll send you guys the link to the good one. I'll post that somewhere.
And this is like real. It's not something like we're people making fun of them.
No, this
It's-
is
this is the incels.
as far as I know, this is real. I mean, like, it's the internet, so everybody's wearing a mask.
See, but that's the only thing that scares me is I want the real stuff. I want that
Well,
nitty gritty.
no, I mean,
Well, I'm gonna read this, and I'll let you guys be the judge if this is real incel or if this is.
can we do a thing, incel or not? Like,
We'll work on that bit. We'll
okay.
don't-
Incel or Excel?
We have too many bits in the work right
Yeah.
now.
Incel or Excel?
I'm trying to. We've been doing a pretty good job with like the news stuff, and then like coming in with new shit every week.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, we've been doing good work on
Two
that.
episodes.
Let's
And
all
I've-
get one clap.
and not all of us.
One clap.
1, 2, 3.
And not all of us.
All
I mean,
So
I fucked up last
That's
week.
fine.
yeah, you.
What
did.
was last week? I think it was Father's Day.
No.
No.
Today's Pride. So,
What are you proud
But
of?
why,
oh my
why,
God.
why are you staring at me while you say that?
because it's just kind of funny that
Yeah.
like the week of Pride, we are recording an episode. We have none of the chicks that are part of the cast of this show here. It's just 3 straight dudes talking about fucking hiring hitmen for killing each other's wives. Like,
It's a pretty straight
And now we had a
episode.
nice incel story.
Yeah. Could we also say what
some
we're proud
Tinder
of?
thoughts fucking Pornhub account and
That too. That was good. I like that.
conspiracy theories.
I got a good one.
What
when
do
you're
you
done.
mean conspiracy theories? What are you talking about?
The
You and your birds.
That's
dummy.
a fact. That's a fact.
I apologize, Ron.
So this was written and posted on incels.net by Lord of the Incels.
That's his name.
That's what he goes
This
by.
is fake.
No, this is so fucking real.
You gotta understand.
Lord of the incels.
Don't think of it as Lord of the Flies. Think of it as this guy's.
I wasn't thinking
He's-
of-
I think
He,
he's so
I think
cocky.
he started this board.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
No, never mind. He's just a well-known member. All right. So he says, the other day, I was having a sex drive one time.
Oh, what?
I was having a sex drive one time.
What does that mean? Like horny?
I'm assuming that's what he means. He
was aroused?
The other day, one time he was aroused.
One time that day, or one time like
I've been
ever?
aroused about 10 times since we started recording. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
So-
I'm constantly up and down.
yeah, I'm pretty much
And I realized how one time in public I saw these hot girls really wanted to have sex with, but how we are in a society that says I'm not allowed to have sex drive.
No, you literally just said you're not allowed to rape them.
He's not allowed to be horny though, Ron. That's this guy's problem. He's having a hard time. He wants to be horny, and he is not allowed. No, people are not letting him get his bonus.
What's making me realize that this is definitely authentic is that
It's fucking written like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And it's like dystopia. It's like males have a masculine side and a feminine side, and it's like the man in me wants to get laid and drive fast trucks.
This is so fucking real. Oh, this is so fucking real.
It has to be because no one can like
No one's that level
Like,
of stupid. Nobody
replicate this.
is
No one
that
can
level.
no one can replicate this. Like this has
No.
to be coming from somebody with this mind.
But that side of me is kept in chains. And the woman in me hates the society because there is no compassion in this world. Therefore, this is officially a dystopia.
Please slow it. Hold on.
Did he say the woman inside of him?
Yeah. Yep. He's got a little girl
Can
inside
you
of
read
him,
that?
Ron.
I'm sorry. I'm not even kidding. Can you? I feel like I spaced out in horror.
And the woman in me hates the society because there is no compassion in this world. Therefore, this is officially a dystopia.
That's it. That's this that.
No, this
end
is, no.
clip.
He keeps going. There's more.
Oh.
Okay.
Also, I kind of forgot the main point of this post. The original post was higher quality than this, but I forgot what it was. Oh wait, I remember now. I was gonna say how we are forced to be jesters, and how it's like a stand-up comic, and how it's like females are shorter than me and don't even have to try, and they get dates, and yet I have to try hard and be an entertainer, and there is nonsense of it. That most females, like 80 to 90%, have no talent, yet my talent has to go above and beyond. It's like a stand-up comic who gets tomatoes thrown at them, despite the audience having no talent at all and can do no better. It's like a pro NFL quarterback being whined at by fans, despite fans being weaklings that have no talent at all. And I have to entertain weaklings and prove that I have talent. It feels like Julius Caesar being a pathetic weakling, yet telling me I have to be a gladiator and entertain him.
What?
It makes me feel horrible, and I don't like it.
There is no fucking. Please, could I read that just to see with my own eyes that he really said it makes me feel horrible, and I don't know.
It makes
Oh,
me,
it's right there.
and it makes me feel horrible, and I don't like it.
Oh dear God. Okay, so first, I don't know if we should even make fun of this, The fact that they're letting the mentally disabled use computers like that, and that he can
no,
write
come
this
on.
out.
You don't know that. You don't.
There's no way he's not. There's no way that a regular adult.
No,
I
it's
shouldn't say regular
probably-
adult.
It's probably like a 14-year-old kid. Like I would imagine because like the
When you were
pressure-
14, you wrote like that?
The woman inside of me wants to drive fast, vroom vroom.
Yeah,
Is
I don't-
basically what just went down.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know because
that's-
there was way too many big words in there, masculinity and things like that,
for
it
a
to be
14-year-old. That's
for a
not a
14-year-old.
big word.
That's
It sounds like
Have you
somebody
met a 14-year-old?
It sounds like a 14-year. To me, it sounds like a 14-year-old that just stepped off of like the red pill on Reddit, and
maybe
fucking found out what an incel was. He realizes he hasn't even been kissed or held hands with a girl, and now he's now trying to get in like into a community that's gonna fuck him up. Obviously,
Yeah, they're gonna make him way worse.
Yeah, that's so dangerous that because I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, we
But-
all, I'm sure, as kids.
Because you know
had
what
that
you know what it
fear.
is when
Yeah,
you're
I
younger,
remember-
you work through that kind of shit, and then
Yeah.
to realize
Yeah.
that like it's not like that. But when you go on these forums and you're dealing with these fucking crazy people, they turn you into one of them.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
makes it easier because you find a community. You don't feel alone. It's just the same thing with a gang or any other kind of stupid cult.
right, like
mentality.
who in their right mind wants to be part of a gang? It's just
when
they
you,
get
when
that.
you think about it, you want to go commit a bunch of crimes and eventually get shot or murdered or go to prison. No, I'm
they
good.
just,
Thanks.
it's just like a.
But that's not how they sell gangs. They sell gangs as like this is your new family.
No, I know that's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying.
that's
You
what
know?
we're agreeing with. It's the same thing with this whole incel community. I think it's so dangerous that kids, teenagers, have access to that kind of idea. Thank God, personally, that we didn't.
Yeah.
God forbid.
No, yeah.
I was so paranoid about, oh no one's ever gonna love me or I'm never gonna get laid. When I was 13,
Yeah. and,
13, I was like, yep, I'm
you're not
gonna be a
suppo-
virgin
you
for
re-
life.
Like I see 13-year-old kids now. I'm like, oh my god, little babies.
Yeah, like, oh my God, you
and,
are a
and
child.
when I was 13, I was like, what am I gonna fuck?
Yo,
I want to fuck right now.
I'm gonna do.
When am
keg-
I gonna start fucking?
I'm gonna be like Motley Crue, man. I'm gonna be shotgunning beers and fucking like.
Oh, ma, when am I starting fucking?
I wouldn't. No, that was whoa.
What?
That was me.
John.
Ma, when do I get to fuck? Mommy,
Mama.
mommy. What? I want to fuck.
I was more of the papa. Bring on the horse. Papa, the horse.
the horse.
But just the fact, thank God, that we didn't have that, and the fact that it's out there now is fucking insane. Like they need to get shut down. Personally, like they need to stop being so pansies. Like just get out there and live, and you'll probably end up finding somebody for your freaky ass. There's
Yeah.
a freaky person for everyone out there. Eventually,
Yeah, but
You'll
the whole
find 'em.
thing is that like okay, so I'm so like interested.
I know you're
in
so
this,
well versed in this.
in this community because they're fascinating to me.
They are. No,
Don't validate
they
them.
Are. I hate them like
yeah,
to my
can't-
core. I
Yeah, I
can't
despise it.
stand any of it.
But
It's so horrible.
But like listening to them because I remember like when I was 13 feeling like a little bit like this. Because you do when you're 13 and you have rock hard erections every fucking day and nothing to
All
do
the
about
time.
them.
Yeah, but that's just it. You're 13. You
Yeah,
worked
exactly.
through it.
But these are like 27-year-old kids, 27-year-old men who are fucking still crying that they, like, I didn't get laid because my bone structure isn't right. And then you go, well, like, okay, well, what about that chick over there? No, she's fat and a whore.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Okay,
can't
well,
breathe,
what
I'm
kind of
laughing.
girl would you like to have sex with? A 14-year-old that's never been touched by a man.
So,
And it's like, okay, well, that's why. There you go.
Oh.
I found the problem.
ding, ding, ding.
I found
You're
the
a
problem. It's that you're a pedophile and your standards are insane.
Yeah, the fact that they live in such a fantasy world. That's the biggest thing, is that nobody's ever. I don't know how to say it. I call them like the people who've never been punched in the face. They've just never been snapped back into reality. They live in this fantasy world where everything's just all however they see it. Whether it's good or bad, it's a fantasy. It's a made-up reality. And it's a dangerous one because
Yeah.
it puts a lot of other people at risk
Yeah, I
for
mean,
bad
like,
things to happen.
when it's it was funny like at first when it was just like, oh, look at these fucking virgins, but when they start renting vans and running over flocks of women in the street, it becomes a little different, I guess, right?
Yeah, when they start executing people on shooting sprees, it's horrifying.
Yeah, but not that that's happening like every day. You know,
But it has happened.
It's
right?
happened.
There's a couple of, and
Yeah,
but that
Elliot
also
Rogers.
I don't remember their names.
What?
I don't remember their names.
Elliot Rogers. I just like.
That's
Wasn't he the one who wrote like the Bible? The
He was
incel
in the
Bible?
car. He had the
yeah,
YouTube
pretty much.
videos in the
He's
car,
Incel God. Yeah,
No.
and he was the lotto tickets.
yeah. The lotto tickets.
You sent me that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't that you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dude. That
We talked about this on the
Shout-
show a couple times. This
Well,
guy.
we
man.
did, we talked about him, but we like I started. There's a YouTuber Mumkey Jones, who he has like a really fucking hilarious series of like reading Elliot Rogers like journals and stuff like that. The guy's big plan to get laid, like before he committed the murders, was to fucking win the lottery.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
and he obsessed over it.
yeah, but like the story that it gets told. I'll send you the video later.
I tried to read his manifesto or whatever it was. Elliot Rogers. I tried to read his manifesto, and I couldn't get through like the first couple paragraphs. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
this
he's
guy's-
crazy.
I was like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Like he like set himself up for all that failure and disappointment.
yeah, but that's what these guys do. They all do that. They all set themselves up to do, to never have any like, because they're like, their mentality is that like, you could like, oh, I could fuck. It's almost like, oh, I could fuck if I lowered my standards enough to like to have sex with someone who's already been soiled. Like that's like their mentality, and it's like you're setting yourself up then. If that's the way that you think,
Yeah.
you've already fucked up.
Yeah. I don't care how many people someone has sex with, as long as they don't have an STD when I get there.
Yeah.
That's it.
None of my fucking business, man.
No, right. Everybody should fuck everybody
Exactly.
without the reproduction,
Yeah.
because too many of those things pop out.
All right. I think we're gonna take 5 real quick,
Okay.
and then we're gonna come back, and Ron's gonna do his hate, and
It's gonna be quick.
yeah.
comedy, whatever.
Check, check. Check, check, check.
Back.
I think I left the audio live on the stream.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
All right. Well, stream's going perfectly, and we're back. So, Ron, what do you hate?
I was hoping you were gonna do it.
No, I only do it with Kara. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. You have a conspiracy thing that you want to do, right?
No, let him go. Let Ron go. Now I'm curious.
Little, turn it up a little bit.
I fucking I hate bad fucking packaging, bad branding.
Misleading packaging.
Yes, misleading. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was gonna like.
There's just two brain cells left in Ron's head that are just battling it out right now.
It's that drunk fight you see
it's just
outside of
like
a pub.
It's like a misfire. It's just misfiring constantly. It just doesn't want to start back up. But
Okay, so what happened today?
I went to buy a Gatorade Zero with no sugar.
Why?
Because I have diabetes. That
I have diabetes.
you made me say it. You
made me do this.
I'm Ron DeSico,
Don't-
and I have diabetes.
Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
My name is Scott Masterson,
I
and I have
you're
diabetes.
such an asshole. So I drank about half of it, and I was like, "This tastes too good." I was like, "This has a lot of flavor." And then I looked at the bottle, and it was a regular fucking Gatorade. Why would they do that? Why would they put them in literally the same exact package, like package? Like, why would they brand it like exactly the same?
Well,
Why wouldn't you read the bottle?
I looked. The one next to it was a zero, and then that one.
yeah, that's usually how they do
and
it.
then the same color and the same label, and I
That's
just
usually how they
I
do it.
just
They
Yeah,
put
that
the
actually makes
regular
sense.
flavor than
The diet right next to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
okay, but at least with like soda and stuff, they have different colors for the.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have different-
absolutely. Like if you, I wish you brought the other bottle in with you because it looks exactly the fucking same. The packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks-
I agree.
Wait,
And just like a Heineken, like you bartend, right?
Yeah.
So,
Bar back, same thing.
but so you see a Heineken and a Heineken Light, right? They look like the same exact thing.
Except Heineken says like right underneath it, like Heineken Light right underneath the Heineken says light. But if you're just going by sight and you're rushing and you're trying to get
Hey, well, I
15
mean-
beers up
Right,
from the
you're
fucking
working
walk-in.
quick. Just like we ran into 7-Eleven, we were running late.
The amount of
and I-
times that I've handed somebody a fucking Heineken Light when they asked for a Heineken.
and a
is-
Heineken Light is disgusting. It's
Yeah.
the shittiest beer in the whole world.
Corona Light is way worse.
Actually, yeah, you're
That
right.
too.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
that's
Corona's-
the same thing.
Yeah.
You-
Corona
ju-
period,
like,
though, I think, is the
glancing
worst
at
beer.
glancing at the bottle and grabbing it, it's just like
Yeah, it's the same.
it
Yeah.
is no.
They look too similar. When if I want a Diet Coke, I know, like when I walk into the fridge, that there's a Diet Coke and Coke.
Right. It just I don't know. It's just an annoying thing,
Yeah,
especially when
you have a medical.
I could literally
condition?
die.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I do get that. I do
Yeah.
get that. You know,
Like
the
Red
whole,
Bull.
the whole dying.
you
I like-
can't confuse a regular Red Bull for
No.
a sugar-free Red Bull.
Nope.
But like, I'm looking at the Gatorade bottle right now, and it says zero in big words on it.
But again, like a quick glance, you're not gonna.
I was rushing him. To be fair, we were running
I've-
late to get here.
I've never not. I don't know. I've always just kind of like, I'm so terrified of getting the wrong fucking flavor because I'm picky. So I make fucking sure that I check the label.
Yeah,
It's
but-
just, it's
and
a,
make
it's
you
just
wait
a,
for
it's
10
just
seconds.
a simple. It's just a well, I can't go through anything in life normally.
Can
so.
I just tell you that when I was waiting to get rung up, I was standing right in front of this woman, and I don't know what she was doing under that counter, but she was just for a good minute and a half, just shuffling things.
Yeah, fidgeting.
under the
that
fucking
woman.
counter.
You know how crazy that it is. It drives me nuts in the morning when I'm rushing to go to work and get to a job and shit.
And you're trying to get
That woman.
your fucking coffee or whatever.
If she's there, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be late. I don't know what she does. She like stares around and looks and like.
I was literally standing in front of her for a minute and a half, and she was just diddling around the fucking counter.
I have no idea
I
what's
have
going
no
on. in
idea
that
what she
7-Eleven.
was doing.
I have no clue what's going on there.
That's the place where if you're at the counter, fucking ring me up and get me the fuck out of there.
No one wants to be in 7-Eleven.
No.
Nobody wants to be there. It's full of crackheads and just like
I heard somebody once
people
say
in their
like,
pajamas.
it's like a spawn point for degeneracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like you could be at a 7-Eleven at any time of the day
And any
just
town.
and any town.
You could be in
just
the
turn
richest
around,
town on Long
and
Island.
right behind you is a homeless guy looking for change.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and he wasn't there before.
No.
They just
They just
emerge.
appear
Mhm.
like a video game.
I think the tiles you actually can. There's like tunnels.
And you know what also
Yeah.
you know what also pisses me off about that is
That's
they
why
don't-
the bathrooms
they
never
never
work.
remember you. So the-
At 7-Eleven? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're NPCs.
right,
It's like,
they never remember you. So the one time you don't give them your change, you're an asshole. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, I gave you $3 this week at least, maybe more.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like. Remember me, you piece of shit. We're friends. We're friends now.
I do understand because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
do get
I
that.
feed your crack habit.
I've always been friendly with my gas station guy by my old house. He was cool as hell. They remembered me. All of them did, but I lived there for 12 years off and on. But like any random 7-Eleven that I go to occasionally that I frequent, no, they don't usually remember me. But I feel like 7-Elevens are different. If you go to like a regular stationery store or something like that, often I feel like they'll remember you in there.
yeah, but that's
That's
like
like
a
a
mom
different
and pop
vibe.
shop though. Like, you know, those are private.
Or even like one of those like the one by the train station. Those like deli stops.
yeah.
Like that, they all remember me in there. I've been going there for 2 years, and they all, every time, hey, what's up, man? Every time. Every one of them.
Yeah. Again, it's because like that's how like I heard that they try like there was a Undercover Boss episode that happened at a 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yeah. And
I want to see that.
I think I did see it.
and like
It was wild.
yeah, at the end of it, like they had to rewrite their policy. So now everybody at 7-Eleven, like when you walk out, they're like, "Oh, goodbye, have a nice day." Like they try to be way friendlier now, and it was like a drastic change because I used to go into the 7-Eleven that I used to go to all the time, and I would just walk in, get my shit, not say a word to anybody. They would
was
point at the
beautiful.
screen to tell me my price instead of like actually uttering words.
Yeah, they.
It
they-
was
great.
beautiful.
They would like
it was
nod.
beautiful.
Yeah, they were like. They
Don't
were
talk.
like,
And I don't want to make small talk with you. I don't want any shit about how many Slurpees I've bought at fucking 7-Eleven this week.
Boy, do I hate
There's
small
this
talk.
there's this young girl that works at the 7-Eleven by my house all the time. She's like, "Oh, no beer today." I'm like, "It's 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday."
Says a lot about you, Ron.
I know, and she's like, "You don't normally drink this." I'm like, "Don't worry about what I normally drink. I'm changing it up for once."
I'm getting this for someone. You know,
like,
Like, don't fucking comment on my purchase, all right, stupid. Tell me the total so I can get the fuck out of here.
exactly.
God, I hate small talk. It just drives me up a wall. Nobody wants to talk about the weather or any of that
just don't
bullshit.
talk about the fact that I'm buying 10 mini tacos
And label your fucking diet shit correctly.
with a different color label, at least.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, make it-
Gatorade.
Make an effort.
We're looking
to-
at you, Gatorade.
That's right, Gatorade.
Get your shit together.
Son of a bitches.
Sons of bitches.
you assholes.
You're all pieces of shit.
Just fucking up my day, getting
You-
me sick and shit.
One time I had food
I had to up
poisoning.
my insulin because of you.
You know how expensive insulin is?
Very.
Very expensive.
I had to sell my house.
Not if you go to Canada.
I don't have a house to sell.
I had to steal a house to
So
sell
I'm
it.
not selling my car.
Ron's
So-
selling his plasma to pay for his insulin.
his bone marrow.
Yeah.
He's got an IV with blood
not
in
gonna last
one
me that
hand,
long anyway.
semen in the other. He's just donating all of his fluids.
So you have a conspiracy theory thing?
Yeah,
I don't like those words.
What?
Conspiracy theory.
Well, this one is definitely a conspiracy theory.
Because how do you know it's a theory?
Oh, conspiracy facts.
Just wait
Sorry.
till wait till
There you
I
go.
wait
You
till
have a
I say.
conspiracy fact for us, Rich?
Oh no, this is a straight up theory, and I'm standing by those words. There's a good one going around that all the dinosaurs moved towards the center of the earth
Oh, Hollow Earth theory. This isn't new. I've been.
You
on
realize
the
they made a like a Journey to the Center of the Earth movie with the dinosaurs in Center of the Earth,
and the book was
No, I
like
didn't
based
watch-
on,
70 years ago.
I read the book. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah,
But
the book was like 100 years before the movie too.
hold on, you didn't let me finish.
All
The
right.
fact that now it's getting like revived and big, and people are not like it's not a fantasy story. People are really believing that the meteors made all the dinosaurs go, oh no, we're gonna die, and they found these secret caves that we can't access unless we drill straight down through. Like there's no access point, and that the Loch Ness monster is
How did
the
they get in
only
there?
survive in exactly. And that the Loch Ness monster is some freak that happened to survive, and it's really some ancient dinosaur.
So I've been to Loch Ness.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
What?
is it anything special?
Well, the fucking like the museum, the Loch Ness Monster Museum, is spectacular. Like that's a like if you ever have the chance to go to Scotland and go to Loch Ness, go to the fucking Loch Ness Monster Museum because it's really fucking like it's pretty.
So
interesting.
the best part about this lake is the museum.
Yeah, exactly. We
to
drove
know.
around. We drove around the lake, and there's nothing fucking there. There was a log, and everybody was like, "Look, it's the monster," and it, yeah. So, but when you sit down, there's a part in the museum where you sit down and they like kind of show you this documentary about the Loch Ness monster, and basically like they give you all the reasons why it could be, and then at the end they're like, but for a creature of this size and the amount of food that would be in the loch at any given moment, there isn't enough calories in the actual loch to feed this creature of this size. So it's physically impossible for this to exist.
Photosynthesis.
And then they go, but who knows? Maybe.
I mean, hey, you know, I'm no scientist, but that is great. No, I'd love to see that museum. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I want to check out too? The Zach Baggins Paranormal Ghost Museum.
Oh,
Of all the haunted, evil, demonic shit.
Doesn't he have the fucking that doll that they're making all the movies about?
Yeah, he's got it locked up. And you know what's interesting is he and Post Malone played with the Dybbuk box that is a movie's based on it. There we go.
Yeah, I forget. I know what movie
It was
you're
a good
talking
movie.
about.
Solid movie.
All right, so I think we're gonna. That's all of it, right?
I think.
I think so. Yeah, basically, just I think it's really silly that they think there's dinosaurs down there.
I'm gonna-
It's really hot.
I'm gonna read up on this a little bit because
Yeah,
I
it's
wanna,
coming back.
I want to know what the
There's
deal
dinosaurs at
is.
the center of the earth. No one knows how they got there. There's no way to get there.
And how is there even a center of the earth if it's flat?
Full of.
Oh shit! I thought we were on the back of a turtle.
Well, it's like a giant Sicilian slice, John. So there's a center.
There's like a calzone.
It's like that part that's like
it's just really thick.
slightly undercooked.
It's a real meaty calzone.
All right. So the last thing that I want to talk about before we sign off is after we recorded the episode last week, I found a couple of episodes that were never released, and that sent me on a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I found a folder with all of the old episodes that aren't on the SoundCloud feed.
The lost episode.
The lost episodes, going from 1 to 17, I believe.
And
Is it
some
the-
of those have some real fucking
Let
goodies.
me actually check right now.
Some of our best
Oh.
material are on those episodes.
I'll
there's
listen
some,
to it.
There's some good hates that are in those episodes.
Good stories too.
The good
Nice.
story, yeah, really good
Rich,
stories.
I did a whole thing on blimps.
You're gonna love it.
It was awesome.
See, and I love that there's no context to that. There's about blimps. You're gonna love it. And yeah, sure, fucking sign me up. I love blimps.
I think it was the only one that I did any research for.
I'm really interested now.
I remember helping you with the research for that. It was pretty funny.
I really got to come more prepared. I kind of half-assed this cop thing. I thought it was gonna be more exciting when I read it.
Yeah,
I think I was really sleepy when I read it, and I was like, whoa.
You know what happens a lot of times? You have a bunch of shit that you want to say, and then you get in front of the mic, and you're like, I forgot all the stuff that I was gonna say.
Right, or,
about
you-
this
Yeah.
thing.
or you like went over it, or we like went over it in like group chat, or when we were
Yeah.
hanging out,
Yeah.
and then like you're
That's
trying to
why I
repeat
didn't-
it, and you can't like reciprocate.
That's why
it.
the squirrel thing and the fucking China social credit system I didn't want to talk about because
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
like I'll tell you what it is in a vague sense, but like I don't want to give up anything because like
Never
every
dive.
time I've done that, I've burned all my jokes. I feel stupid saying them the second time.
Yeah.
I feel stupid making the same point the second time when
Yeah.
I've already made it.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't come with the same emphasis.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, it's 17 episodes of the show that are from like the early days. There's also if
they're
you look
really
on the
raw.
yeah,
they're raw too.
they're they're not great quality until like later on.
yeah, but they're funny.
Yeah, the content is definitely there. So what I was thinking was I'm gonna do all new artwork for the thumbnails for each episode because I've gotten pretty quick and not terrible at doing them. I think the thumbnails sometimes are pretty funny.
They got funny. I like them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make all new thumbnails for them, and then once a week I'm gonna put them up on Tuesdays.
That works. I like that.
So we're gonna do the live stream.
Maybe a little shorter thumbnail. That was my only thing, because some of them that I was reading, they were long.
Oh wait, thumbnails are the pictures.
Oh, what's the words?
The
Description?
descriptions.
The description. The descriptions are a little wordy.
Well, they're supposed to be. They're supposed to
okay.
give people an idea of what the show is.
Oh, okay.
But
So that they don't listen to
I'm
us
gonna be
jabber on
yeah.
for 2.5 hours and to realize that we're just a bunch of fucking assholes.
I like to surprise them, leave them guessing.
So, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put one up a week. Actually, I want to figure out the math. I might put a couple more up because we're approaching episode 50. This
Big
is
one.
episode 38. So episode 50 is gonna be fun, but I don't think there's not 18 episodes until then. So I might put up 2 a week for a little bit, and then 1 a week leading up to the 50th episode.
I think we should try to do a small, quick podcast at my wedding. Nothing crazy. Do a 5-minute video.
I don't
at
know.
the wedding. How all of us hammered.
Let's not promise that because I don't want to fuck up your wedding. All right.
I'm saying after, like once everything is over, we don't have to do
John
it at the
will
ceremony.
definitely fuck
but,
up
like,
your wedding.
No, I'm not saying at the ceremony. I'm saying like at the after party where we go to a bar, we go to a restaurant or some shit. Let's do something in the parking lot on the way there. Like I think that would just be funny as fuck.
Yeah, we could try to figure something
Yeah,
out. for that.
we've been thinking about doing like small clip things for years now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna finally get to doing some of those.
Like
There's some
audio or
gold.
video.
Audio and video.
Nice, cool.
So we have so the bonus the lost episodes are going to be going up. We have bonus content that's going to be in the works that's either going to be behind a paywall, which I don't think is going to happen yet. But the other stuff is just going to be like extra like fun stuff that wouldn't fit on the standard shows. Like me and Alyssa want to do a relationship advice show. So that's going to be coming. So if you need any relationship advice, message the Master Haters page or post it in the group or
that
message
would
me
be
privately.
Very, very profitable for them.
Yeah, if they what?
Do you want me to do the Twitter stuff?
Yeah, I'll give you all the Twitter information.
And
when
you
we're
could
done.
tweet us too.
Yeah, you could tweet us
Oh,
out.
we have a Twitter?
Yeah, we have a Twitter. It's at Master Haters. You can join the Master Haters group at Master Haters on Facebook groups. The Master Haters, Master Haters parentheses podcast is the group. Master Haters is at Master Haters podcast on Facebook. The Twitter is at Master Haters. You can follow me on Instagram at John Hates Everything.
I'm on Instagram at Rishard the Great, RISHARD.
I'm not plugging my Instagram.
I'll give it. Don't worry. Message
Um,
me. I'll send it out personally.
So you can subscribe to us on YouTube if you're listening to the recorded version. If you want to be notified about the live streams, we're going to be trying to do these every Sunday. If they're not going to be every Sunday, we'll notify everybody about it. I don't know about next Sunday yet, so we're going to talk about that. You can also email us at masterhaterspodcast@gmail.com.
We are everywhere.
I'm John.
I'm Rich.
And I'm Ron.
You guys have a great morning, evening, or night, depending
You're
on when.
such
Good
a
afternoon, good
You're
evening, and good
dirtbag.
night.
depending on when you're listening to
This
this.
is so bad.
Y'all take care now.
Hang up.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.